If you're looking to get into red light therapy, there are a ton of options on the market. With my research and the desires of my heart, I bought these 4 products to test out so that I could get a direct comparison and give you my recommendation. If you're a returning subscriber, I've got other videos coming soon related to my past videos, so don't lose hope. First on the list is the TheraFace Mask. This right here is $650, the most expensive one on the list by far. So if you're in it for a budget, this is not the one for you. This would win at a Halloween party, so if you're looking for a good Halloween mask that's really expensive and maybe get a little skincare in while you're at it, this is the winner. They tout 648 LEDs, the most LEDs in any mask on the market. However, on my research, the amount of LEDs is not as important as to the power output of these LEDs. Irradiance, as I understand it, is basically the power output of these LEDs. In any case, I couldn't find the actual specifications on Therabody's website, but we estimate there's about 20 milliwatts per square centimeter on this device. These are vibrating motors right here, and there's a couple in this strap as well. So across your scalp and your forehead and your eyebrows, you're gonna get a little bit of a vibration massage. My experience, it's pretty loud. It does feel pretty good, but it's pretty loud. So let me turn that on so you can hear that. Yeah, so I don't know if mine's defective, but everywhere I read online, people were complaining that it's too loud when it's on your face and it's vibrating. I thought, well, I'll get used to that, but I feel like mine has like loose motors in there and it just vibrates a little bit too much. And at the time of recording this, it's no longer available on Amazon, so my guess is that they're taking it off the market to make some adjustments to put it back on. Maybe they'll fix that in a future iteration. Put it on, there's basically 2 different Velcro straps, one for the top and then one to adjust it across the back. With it having a built-in battery, it's awesome, there's no cables, right? I thought for sure this is gonna be a wireless charging stand. It's just a stand. It's a nice stand, but for the price, you could have made that wireless charging. Instead, it comes with the USB-C cable, and you'll just plug that in the wall and charge it there. I didn't realize this till I got it, but the little line across here is actually a hinge point, which is pretty clever because it allows it to fit on a lot of different faces. So the pros are, it does red, near infrared, and blue. It has a built-in battery, there's no cables, and it's relatively quick to get on and off. The built-in vibrating motors are pretty comfortable. However, that's also where some of the cons ironically come from. The vibrating motors are quite loud. It's a little bit heavy, a little bit bulky because of the built-in battery and all the vibrating motors. And because of all that, it's really expensive. The most expensive one on the list by far. Moving on to the next one. Omnilux Contour Face and Omnilux Men. So these are basically the same devices. Really, the only thing that they say is different is basically the style, and it's apparently supposed to be able to penetrate into a little bit thicker skin because men have thicker skin. But in all reality, it's the same. They measure out to be the same. Maybe the wavelengths are a little bit stronger to go through the men's thicker skin, but other than that, it's purely cosmetic. I tested everything. It looks the exact same. It fits the exact same. So if you're looking for something that's just a little bit more uniform looking, get the men's. If you're looking for the design that you like in the women's, get the women's. That's my little pro tip there between these two. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to review them as one mask. So this comes in at $400, so it is significantly cheaper than the TheraFace Mask, but it doesn't do the blue light and it doesn't have vibrating motors. And you have this separate battery, which again is a pro or a con depending how you look at it. It lightens the mask, it makes it more flexible, but now you have to figure this out. How this works is it's all flexible, basically like a silicone type of device. It just goes on. It's basically a silicone little hot pad that goes on your face. It's a conversation starter for sure. Really, all of these masks could make a good Halloween mask. Between the TheraFace Mask and the Contour, I've been seeing a couple different reviews on, well, the TheraFace Mask is really hot and this one's probably a little more comfortable. I honestly would say I would probably prefer the TheraFace Mask over this because it's off your face, so therefore the airflow is able to come through. But it is a little bit lighter, so it maybe is a little more comfortable. The irradiance for the Omnilux is 22 milliwatts per square centimeter, and this has 132 LEDs. So again, I don't really think that matters too much. I mean, obviously it's nice to have the spread, but it comes down to more about the power rather than the amount of LEDs in my research. Last on the list is the Hooga HG300. Basically, it stands for 300 watts of power. It has 60 dual chip LEDs. Again, the amount of LEDs, you can just see these are way bigger and they are more powerful than the LEDs that you'd get in the back of this. So it's not about the amount of LEDs. I guess on a mask, maybe it's important because you could have more coverage evenly. The irradiance for the Hooga is 109 milliwatts per square centimeter at 6 inches. It recommends you to be 6 to 12 inches away. I usually go about 6 inches away. Some of the pros for this: build quality, really nice. Of course, it's not really a direct comparison because it's a panel versus a mask. It's about 5 times more powerful than the masks I showed earlier. It's significantly cheaper. You're able to use this for multiple different body parts rather than just your face because, I mean, I guess you could take this and strap it on your arm, whatever, but red light therapy can help you with a lot more than just skin. So this panel is able to penetrate a little bit deeper because it's stronger, and you can also put it anywhere on your body because it's just a panel. Another thing here is if you want to continue to expand it, you can daisy chain more power from it so you don't have to have tons of different cables from the wall. Some of the cons, it's definitely bigger, so you can't travel with this very easily. I mean, it's still a pretty small panel, I'm sure you could, but I probably wouldn't be traveling with it. Probably the biggest con with this is that you're not really able to do anything other than listen or meditate while you're using this because your eyes have to be covered in order to keep them safe. This does come with goggles, whereas these masks have cutouts for your eyes, so you're able to wear it and read and do whatever. Even still, I get a little bit nervous reading with the eye masks just because I feel like the red light's not great for your eyes, but I have seen articles saying it is good for your eyes, but I've also seen a lot of articles saying it's not good for your eyes. So I'm like, I'd rather just not take the risk. These masks are pretty attractive in the fact that you can use them while doing other things at the same time. You strap it on, you can walk around, you can read, you can do things with it, and it's pretty straightforward to use. You don't have to have a bigger space or mount it anywhere. You just put it on and go. However, there are some significant issues with it. They're too underpowered to get significant results. I'm sure more and more videos will be popping up, but I've seen a couple videos going around TikTok and different things that are basically explaining that these masks are definitely underpowered. One of them I saw was that Omnilux is using their studies, you know, their before and after photos of the results from their big machine that they have. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying if you want to get more effective results quicker, I think the Hooga or really any other panel is going to be the way to go. Ironically, you're going to be paying less and spending less time getting the same results. The hard part is you're gonna have to be able to mount it somewhere. I would get a monitor arm with a VESA mount, take the stand off the back, screw it in, find some sort of secure point to mount it to, and just lay down and set a timer for 10 to 20 minutes and you're chilling. And this is just totally a personal preference, but when I'm doing something like this, I prefer just to kind of unwind and relax. These masks are nice because you can do things with it, but Hooga completely forces you for 10 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes, however long you're doing it for, to just sit there and relax. For me, that's honestly a pro. Finally, the biggest thing is this right here is 5 times more powerful than what you're gonna get out of these masks, and you're paying virtually half the price. There you have it. Obviously, there's a market for everyone. Some people really just love these and use them and they get results. I'm sure if I kept using it, I would get results, but I'd rather just use this device that's more powerful and maybe even add another one on so my wife and I can do it at the same time for the price of one of these. Hopefully you found that helpful. I can do a more deep dive into this if you have more questions, but if you have questions, I can hopefully just answer them in the comments below. I have more videos coming about all the other things I posted about in the past. I just recently built this YouTube studio, so I'm gonna get back into it more. For those who are struggling with their back pain, I am going to answer some of those questions and how I've been able to get back to 100%, you know, maybe 90%. It's pretty close. It's never gonna be the same after my herniated disc. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you found this helpful, I would appreciate you liking the button. Links will be in the description below. They're not affiliated yet, but maybe by the time you're watching this, they will be. We'll hope. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Thanks for watching. We'll see you for the next one.